Welcome back, guys. I want to do something really different. Really different. I'm not even going to play a game. Guys, I'm actually going to fast forward 10 years in the future. So, in the year 2026, we're going to see who has the most Super Bowls, who has the best stats, and etc. So before we do this, let's see the stats of today. So let's see the NFL records. So as you can see, it's Brett Favre, and this is the beginning of this year. So Peyton Manning has not broken it yet. This is the beginning of the 2015 season. But we know that he has already broken. Passing yards, passing touchdowns, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns. Oh no, receiving yards. Jerry Rice. T.O.? I didn't know T.O. was second. Whoa, it's interesting. And look at this tight end. Tony Gonzalez, a tight end. Wow, that's interesting. Receiving touchdowns. Chris Carter. Catches. Jerry Rice is pretty much, technically they're saying that Jerry Rice is the best player ever. And look at this tight end. Tony Gonzalez. Number 2. Man. Defensive sacks. Defensive interceptions. And we're going back to the passing yards. So, now games. So, in one game, there was the record was 554 yards in one game. Warren Moon and Matt Schaub. I actually remember Matt Schaub's game. Passing touchdowns. 7. Holy crap. Nick Foles is in there. I knew that. Peyton Manning's in there. Rushing yards in one game. Look at Adrian Peterson. 296. Rushing touchdowns. Jim Brown. Receiving yards. Receiving touchdowns. Catches in one game. 21 catches. 21. Defensive sacks in one game. J.J. Watt should be up here. No, he's not. Maybe J.J. Watt can get on there after 10 years in the future. Defensive interceptions. Got that. Game seasons. Passing yards. Passing touchdowns. In a season, though. This is ridiculous. That was so close. I remember this. He was like just 4 yards, 6 yards off of 9 yards. Oh yeah, LT. Receiving catches. Did I skip one? Receiving touchdowns, Randy Moss. Gosh. 23 in one season. That's ridiculous. Catches in one season. Defensive sacks in one season. There's JJ. Gosh, 20 sacks back to back. You know what? I know these records are going to be broken in the next 10 years. Alright, so I got those 3. Career stats is pretty much, I think it's just the Texans' career stats. So yes. So it's going to be different. But there's one person I want to see overall. And it's the receiving. And it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins. This is what I'm really focusing on in the next 10 years. I wonder when he's going to be done. I wonder if he's going to be here for 10 more years or with another team. Or he's going to have records broken. That's what I'm really worried about. Not worried. That's who I want to have the best future in wide receiver history. Now the coaching stats. This is kind of different because there's one coach, or not just one, there's a few coaches that are not in the NFLPA. That's the National Football League Players Association. Some of them are not even inside this. As you can see, when you get to the bottom, they have 0 wins. Well, those are because those are new coaches. But Bill Belichick has never been in here because he's never signed with the NFLPA. So the Patriots will start with 0 wins and 0 losses, 0 ties every single time. And it kind of sucks. I would love to see Bill Belichick on the side. Anyways, the most person that has the most wins is actually the New York Giants, old coach, Tom Coughlin. As you can see, he has 2 Super Bowl rings, lost 0 times. So these are the coaches I want to see, and I wonder who's going to be. And there's a few teams I would love to see get a Super Bowl ring, actually. One's the Texans, the Lions, Cleveland, and the Jaguars. Those are the 4 teams that have never won a ring, and I would love to see that. So now we're going to skip 10 years in the future, and I will see y'all on the season of 2025. I wonder what kind of changes there will be, though. Welcome, guys. 10 years in the future of the year 2025 of the NFL. Let's go to the stats. And as you can see, Bill O'Brien wants to retire. Legacy leaderboards. Now, this is what I wanted to do. This is something I didn't show at first. I made a huge mistake not doing it. But McCarthy has 2 Super Bowls now with the Packers. Tomlin has 2 Super Bowls. He's with the Saints. John Madden, Johnson. Pagano has 1 finally. Chip Kelly has 1. He's with the Broncos and he has 1. He's been to 1. Rex Ryan is with the Giants. He hasn't won yet. These new coaches that are in or have Super Bowl rings. But this is one thing I wanted to show. My team doesn't, though. The Texans did not get a Super Bowl ring. Player stats. This is where we go. I want to see the whole NFL. Season stats. Okay, I thought that would have something to do with it. Let's go to team stats then. It wouldn't be in team stats. NFL records. Peyton Manning has the record. The Drew Brees has a 2nd record. Aaron Rodgers was in 4th place. Tom Brady ended with 58,000. Andy Dalton beat him, as Andy Dalton switched teams and went to the Ravens. Passing touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers beat Manning by 3 touchdowns. Drew Brees is pretty close. Rushing yards, still up on top. Oh my gosh. Where's Adrian Peterson? Okay. Rushing touchdowns. Emmitt Smith, LT. Walter Payton. Marshawn Lynch. He stayed in and he got the record. Receiving yards. Jerry Rice is still on top. I don't know if that's Demaryius Thomas. Julio Jones got in 3rd place, as T.O. dropped from 2nd to 4th place, as Brandon Marshall went to the Browns. Des Bryant's on top. A.J. Green, Larry Fitzgerald. Alshon Jeffrey stayed with the Bears, and Randy Moss is still up there. Receiving touchdowns, Randy Moss, T.O. Demaryius Thomas beat Chris Carter. Tony Gonzalez still got in 2nd, as Brandon Marshall is 3rd place. There were Jason Witten, Larry Fitzgerald, Chris Carter, Andre Johnson is up there now. Defensive sacks, J.J. Watt, 3rd place, and he went to the Buffalo Bills. I'm so excited for him, actually. Defensive interceptions, Woodson. Is that Ed Reed? Sharper, LeBeau, and Brown. Passing yards. Okay, so we got this. Seasons. I guess I'm assuming these are new quarterbacks that came in the game later on. He has 5,887 yards. Aaron Rodgers. A new quarterback that came in the group. I don't know. And so it's Andy Dalton, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Big Ben. Passing touchdowns. A new quarterback that beat out Manning. He's something else. And I'm pretty sure the Bills didn't get a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning dropped down to second place as Tom Brady dropped down as well. Look at all these players that dropped. Dickerson stays up there as Adrian Peterson even beat him out in these past 10 years. LT, Holmes, Alexander, Smith, Riggins. These are like new people that came in. Riggins has been playing since 1983, but Bernard has 2019, Travis 2024, Smith is in 1994. These people who've been playing, I'm assuming that's Calvin Johnson. Yes, it is, 2012. Oh my gosh, no one beat his record. Bryant, AJ Green. Jerry Rice dropped. Receiving, Randy Moss is still up there. Sammy Watkins. 19 receiving touchdowns. Clayton Sharp. Hopkins. I told y'all guys to pay attention to Hopkins. Hudson. And he stayed with the Texans every single year. It looked like. Catches, Harrison, Brown, Welker, Carter. And I don't see DeAndre Hopkins. Defensive sacks. Jaron Allen, Reggie. J.J. Watt is still right there. Defensive interceptions. So those are going to stay the same. Now the game. I think we already did these. Career stats. The NFL. 5 years. These are all new quarterbacks. Russell Wilson's still in. I'm going to see Sean Reeves, Chandler Crawford, Matt Cole, Biggett Taylor, Brady Justice, Tanner Benjamin, Marcus Mariota. Yeah, I was expecting him to still be in. Trey Johnson, Matt Berkeley. He's with the Saints. Nate Russell, Nathan Jackson, Andy Dalton. Jameis Winston still with him with 38,000 yards. These are all new people. Andrew Luck is still in. I'm pretty sure he's about to retire after 13 years. He might not retire, actually. Probably got some years in him. What? There's a new team? There's a new team in the NFL. What's the team's name? I will find out. Cam Newton is 14 years. Johnny Manziel. Derek Carr's with the Patriots. Chuck Gordon. There's a lot of new people. And rushing. 10,000 yards and he's still grinding up. Todd Gurley. Right there behind him. Devontae Freeman. Antonio Andrews. Samo Dixon. Timmy Bryan, Latarius Patrick, Ashton Richardson. These are people. Oh, look at Cam. He's in this group. 7,000 rushing yards. Yeah, let me see some coaching stats. I want to see some. I think that's the place to go to. Super Bowl is 2. Mike Tomlin has 2. John Harbaugh has 1. Gary Kubiak's supposed to have 1 with the Broncos. Rex Ryan has 0. Chip Kelly has 1. So out of these 10 years, the Vikings get one. Victor Stranger. The Bears get one. Jason Brooke. Nope. The teams I wanted. Do you know one thing I don't see? The Jacksonville Jaguars. That's who's gone. That's who's gone. The Seahawks at least suffer from beginning. I saw something else. I saw a very good top story. All stories. Justin Houston, Aaron Donald, and Rob Gronkowski enters the Hall of Fame. That's where I'm so excited. That's interesting, actually. Justin Houston, Aaron Donald, and Rob Gronkowski enters the Hall of Fame. So all the people that we've watched are gone now. That's so interesting. The golden jacket. And now, my coach wants to retire. The roster. And DeAndre Hopkins, this is who I want to see. Still beast moding. That's crazy. The standings, look at this. Look at the new team in the AFC South. It's the Golden Eagles. Mexico City has their very first NFL team. What the heck? When is the prediction of Mexico City having their own team? Jacksonville's out and Mexico City's in? That's kind of awesome, actually. Alright, guys. You know what? I will see y'all in the next 10 years in this football season. The year 2035. Alright, bye, guys.